is a career map. I want to be an illustrator, but I'm over here right now. So how do I get there? For most careers, it's a pretty straight line. Get a degree or training, get an intern job or an internship, gain experience, meet more people in the field, get promoted, and voila, you've arrived at your destination. But for creative careers, that journey is a bit more harrowing. I don't know all the steps that I should take to get where I want to go. I have no straight path to follow, so I'm on a journey, charting a new course for myself, hitting spots that sometimes get me closer to where I want to go and sometimes take me further away. What does this have to do with making Valentines? Let me tell you. You could watch a bunch of YouTube videos about artists and illustrators' journeys, or read articles or Substack blogs or whatever, and you'll discover that every single person who found success in this field found it in a different way. There is no singular path. One person went viral, another had a friend, another met the right person working a different job, someone else got it through cold emails, etc. And all those paths take work and risk, and they all took time, even the viral one. But you know what is universal? All of them have a portfolio. Whether they're pitching their work or their work is being discovered, there is work to show. So that's what I'm working on. Because when you can't see the whole road, you should just take the step right in front of you. I'm building out a portfolio. Of course, I already have one because I've been making art for a bit, but now I'm focused on making specific things. I'm making art for my portfolio that is universal or story-driven. Universal art is work that is generally appealing to the masses, doesn't require anything to understand, and is timelessly usable, like these Valentines. This type of art is used for more licensing, product designing type jobs. It's the art that ends up on the mugs and the notebooks in Marshalls and TJ Maxx. Story-driven art is, well, art that tells a story, like the work I created for Peachtober last year. It has characters, visual clues, a scene, and a message. This type of art can be used for books, obviously, but this type of art is also for advertising, publishing, branding, packaging, etc. This art often doesn't get picked up and used as is, but rather it's proof of concept art, showing companies and agents that you can create story-driven art and giving them ideas for what you could do for them. These Valentines are universal art. They're also a practice in trying new things with my art, growing my skills and versatility, and of course, doing a personal project all on my own, which, if you've tried that before, you know it takes a lot of motivation and a lot of work. It is 10:30 p.m. I've been working all day. And I just finished 2 more Valentines. And I just wrecked this one. Which is fine, like I'll take a photo of it and fix it in Photoshop. This project is a little bit breaking my spirit. It doesn't help that it's 10:30 p.m. But Tanner has been sick all week, and I am under a deadline for a project at work, and just all that stuff combined, paired with the stress of potentially getting sick and then not having things done. So I'm like trying to get everything done so that if or when I do get sick, it's not as big a deal. The irony is that working extra and stressing myself out will probably, it makes me more likely to get sick than if I, just went at a normal pace. But anyways, I have 6 done, and then 3 more that I want to do. I'd say all of them have like mistakes and stuff that I want to fix, which is not something I've really done in my practice before, but I'm excited to utilize that skill now, because something I've realized is that when you're trying to pursue something that requires you to swim upstream, it's important to use all of the skills that you have, regardless of if it feels like they go together, regardless of if using a skill that you have feels like cheating, you still need to use them. And for me, I went to school to be a graphic designer, and I was one for 4 years, and now I have a different job with like more management responsibilities than design. But regardless to say, I have a lot of skills when it comes to doing stuff digitally, and I have never once really used that with my art because, like I said before, it feels like cheating. But the reality is that I have these skills and there's no reason why I shouldn't be using them. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this project, and I'm going to show you guys. If you have a skill that could benefit you in the pursuit of whatever it is that you're working towards, and you haven't been using it because you feel like it's cheating, or you're embarrassed, or it's not fair because other people don't have that same skill, or you've never seen anyone use that skill in relation to what you're doing, or really any reason, it's a dumb reason. You should use the skills you have. It's what makes you unique. It's what gives you an edge, and using all the skills that you have to the best of your ability is what is going to make you successful. And that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I thought that I remembered to take a picture of all of them before I added the paint, but I only took a picture of 3 of them before I did that, so didn't have to do it in Photoshop. Whoopsie. I didn't even take a picture of all of them finished. We have to take photos now. Okay, at this point, please go away, I don't need that warning. I have loaded all of the cards into Photoshop. And I think I've decided, and this is hard for me because it feels like I'm redoing work, but it doesn't matter. I want to do things right. I want to do things well, and if that means I have to go back and redo something, that's okay. But I think I've decided I'm going to like digitally erase all the text that I did like hand drawn, and I'm gonna put them in Procreate, and I'm gonna do digital hand drawn text just because when I'm like lettering in Procreate, I have a lot more stability. It's a lot easier because I can make mistakes and undo it and stuff like that, because I still want the text to have a hand-drawn feel. From there, then we can make the ones that don't have color that you can paint in and color yourself. So. You guys, I finally finished the actual design. Okay. We had a before and an after, which I'm realizing it's stupid that I'm showing you like this. Now it's time to turn them into printables. Okay, so now that I have all of my Valentine's designs finalized, now what I'm going to do is turn them into like color in situations in Procreate. Oh, there's. Okay, it's Friday, which means light workload for me, like light regular job stuff, and heavier on art and content. I need to finish the Valentines so that I can test print them and then work out any kinks if there are any. I have 4 of the like paint your own ones finished, and I just need to finish the other 4. 2 of them are started, so it'll probably take me like an hour to finish these, and then I'm going to put together the print PDF, send it off to have it test printed, and then we'll go from there. Today is the last piece of the puzzle. We're finishing the project. So I have the like test cards, sample cards printed. So now I need to take product photos and shoot a bunch of content, mostly short form content, with the samples, and then I need to get the listings up and get the content made, and then we'll be done. Then the project will be done. I currently am feeling that feeling, and maybe this is universal. Maybe you feel this way too when you work really hard on something, or maybe I'm just crazy, but whenever I work really hard on something that was basically a personal project, like it's not a job, like no one's telling me to do it. Whenever I finish it and I think about the amount of time and effort I put into doing it, I always think I should have more to show based on the amount of time and effort I spent on the project. And right now, I don't feel like I have enough to show for what I put in. Yeah, it's frustrating and discouraging because I want to feel proud of what I've created, and I would love to feel a sense of accomplishment at like actually finishing something, like especially a personal project. When you finish something at work, like there is a sense of accomplishment, but also it's like it's work. You are being asked to do something, and there's, on a base level, it's like if I don't do my work, I'm gonna get fired type of thing. And so there's this motivation that's outside of you to do what you need to do. But with a personal project, that motivation doesn't exist. Like the only motivation you have is yourself. So actually finishing it is more of a feat, because if you stop caring, if you stop being disciplined, it just doesn't happen and there is no consequence. Anyway, so I finished a personal project. I finished something where I was the only person motivating myself. And I do feel like I did a good job. Like I made mistakes and there are things that I would have done differently. But so I don't know why all those things combined don't equal me feeling a sense of accomplishment at finishing this, but they don't. Really, all I feel right now is that I didn't do enough. So, not excited about that. We're not happy about that. And truly, if I'm being honest, that's the most exhausting feeling ever. Because I feel that all the time. Like 24/7. I'm always feeling like I'm not doing enough. And because I'm not doing enough, I don't deserve to be successful. Because I'm not doing enough, this is never going to work out. Because I'm not doing enough, I'm wasting my time. I'm looking like a fool. All of those feelings come from the feeling of I haven't done enough. I haven't worked hard enough. If any of you guys have any great advice for how to work through that mental trap, would love to hear it.
What happened? Making intro make mess?